So the next question is, how did us two crazy kids meet? And
So, my side of the story at least.
so I guess it's my turn to tell my side of the story. I feel like I'm on that movie When Harry Met Sally. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's one of my favorite non-Disney movies.
I had moved away 5 hours to my freshman year in college. I liked it out there, it was fine, but I was really homesick, so I came home to the college that was in town. And my first week there, I guess it was, there was an audition for a children's show, and I had already missed the audition for the big production, so I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely going to do the children's show, and it was Rumpelstiltskin? Yes. And so I went and auditioned, and I walked in, and I didn't know anybody. It's a brand new school. I didn't know anybody. Nobody from high school was there, really. I walk in, and big group of people I didn't know. So I sat down by my...
Well, we're all standing in this big circle, and I look across the room, and then there's this really pretty girl. And I'm like, wow, she's really pretty. I've never seen her before. And you know, it comes time to play this game, and basically it's like tag. But whenever you tag someone, they get like 5 years older, and like you're supposed to like pick your favorite character. Well, I love Spider-Man. I'm a big nerd, and I was like, awesome, I'll be Spider-Man. And
I really don't remember who I was, but I remember he was Spider-Man, and he tagged me like every 10 seconds, and it was a big room with like 20 people. So he kept tagging me, and then finally I died because I could only get young for so long before I died. Older. It was older. Whatever. Either way, I can only do so much before I died.
So I went second grader on this really pretty girl, and I murdered her. Like, I poked her to death. Like, I killed her. She got so old, she died.
So I was dead within like the first 5 minutes of the game, and I was like, well, this sucks. And I was kind of mad at him because I was like, I died, and now I don't get to show off my acting skills, and I'm not going to get the part, which I didn't. So we're going to go ahead and blame him on that one. But, so he kept, but then I was like, okay, he's cute, and I watched him audition, and now, you know, I'm a sucker for an actor, whatever.
So we got done with everything, and, auditions were over. I didn't get in the play, sadly enough.
We were walking, and he held the door open for me, and I walked through, and he slammed the door, and one of a guy's face behind him, and I was like, okay. So he talked to me. He was just silly stuff like, hey, how are you? Where'd you come from? Haven't seen you here, yada yada.
Talked to her for a little bit, you know, just basic, hi, how are you? What's your name? Where'd you come from? What's your social security number?
I called my mom when we got in the parking lot, and because he had left quickly after, and I said, Mom, I met the guy I'm going to marry, and she said, what's his name? And I said, I don't know, it starts with a D though. I see him again because I hadn't seen him around campus previous to that audition, and the next day he was in the lounge area, and he added me on Facebook. And when he added me, I found out he had a girlfriend.
I saw her the next day in the lounge, and you know, we just started talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, and then, yeah, I left the girl of 2.5 years because, you know, she wasn't good for me, and, this one was, so...
But that's how we met. Someone asked the keys to a happy marriage. And I'm not laughing because it's a silly question, I'm just laughing because no one ever asks us that.
So, so my aunt, regardless of greatness, who she is great, was celebrating her 50th wedding anniversary, and which is a gold wedding anniversary, and you know, this was just before we got married, so she came up to me and she was like, Dylan, I have some advice to tell you, to give to you, to pass down. And I'm sitting there going, oh, here comes this grand, exponential bit of advice that's going to help me be a better man, that's going to help me grow as an individual and be a good husband and a good father one day. And
I was showing you my bell band, babe.
I put it on you. And she looks me dead in the eye, and she says, yes, dear. And then she turns around and walks away.
She doesn't walk away. She's in a wheelchair.
That's Uncle Franklin's movie.
Oh.
Saying that.
The key to a happy marriage is patience.
You know, the key to a happy marriage is, you know, when they fall asleep, just restraining that urge to smother them. The key to a happy marriage.
I was trying to be serious.
I know, it's
Okay.
patience.
No, I'm trying to
And
be serious
listening.
now. No, listen. The key to a happy marriage is always finding a way to have fun. Because we're only 20. Don't laugh. We're only 22. We were 19 when we got married, right? Were we 19? I think so.
We were 20.
I know I wasn't old enough to drink.
We were 20. We were just about old enough to drink. So 20. We were 20.
Either way.
We sound like
We're still. We were still really young, so like, and then like, I felt like when we got married, we got lumped into this old people category. So like, friends couldn't invite us out, and we weren't allowed to go out to clubs, or we weren't allowed to do anything. So just, I would say the key to a happy marriage, unless you are too old to do all of those things, is just.
And you're never too old. Never grow up.
Anyway, is to have fun in like the simplest things, because marriage can sometimes get really dull because you have all these responsibilities, and you know, so it's kind of, you just gotta find fun in weird things. And our tip is to not do anything all year and save all your money to go to Disney, or you'll go insane.
That's what we do.
Someone wanted to know what my ring looked like, my wedding ring, but okay. So someone wanted to know what my ring looked like. This is the first ring he proposed to me with, and I loved it. But then he always promised me that he'd get me a nicer one before we got actually married. And then came this one. Wait, that's not it. This one. This one, which I love this one. It's my favorite. Is it good? Mm-hmm. And then that one, that's my wedding band. It's pretty simple.
So the next question's about the proposal, and when I proposed, it was at her parents' house, and I had sent Karina out with her mom, and I had started by writing notes, kind of like a scavenger hunt trail type thing, and when she got home, she went upstairs to her room, and I had laid out a dress for her. Her little sister helped me pick it out, and you know, the note just said, put this dress on and go downstairs, and she put the dress on, went downstairs. There was another note, and it told her to go out on the back porch. And on the back porch, there was my laptop, and I had made a playlist. And you know, the last note just said hit play. And when she hit play, I was already in the backyard hiding to jump out and scare her. No.
That would have been funny though.
Marry me! No.
I would have said yes.
I plugged in these lights, and then
when I hit play, the lights.
When she hit play, the lights exploded.
They didn't explode. They turned on.
The lights turned on, ever so beautifully, in the backyard in this tree, and it was dusk, and so the tree lit up and everything. And I had made dinner.
Do you remember the song?
Yeah, Iron and Wine.
What was the song called?
American Mouth. American Mouth.
Flightless Bird, American Mouth.
Yeah. I was.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to see if you
And
remembered it.
we had we ate and we
It's
danced.
pasta.
It was pasta. Yeah, I had candles and French bread.
And sparkling cider.
Sparkling
Grape
cider.
juice.
Because you know, we were 20. Wait.
No, we were 19.
We were 19.
We were
when I
engaged a year.
proposed. It all just melts together. Oh, so old. Yeah. So and she said we danced, and then I got down.
I rushed you, I think, a little bit.
She was excited because she knew it was
I
happening.
knew it was going to happen the whole day, because he doesn't keep secrets, and I don't like secrets, so I knew he was going to do it, I just didn't know how. So I kind of hit play, I think I ran through all your scavenger hunt. I think it took me like 0.0 seconds.
Yeah, she moved a lot faster than I expected her to.
And then I hit play, and then we went down to eat the dinner, and I think I took like 2 bites. And I kept saying, like, do you want to ask me something? And then he got up, he got up, and I got all excited. He's like, no, get up and dance with me. And I was like, I think I got mad. And we were dancing, and I was kind of like half dancing because I wanted him to stop. Like, I knew about the, like, I'll tell you, like, if there was any indication that I knew about the surprise, my best friend was en route to my house when it was happening. As soon as he proposed, my best friend walked through the door, and my parents were all sitting at the dining room table, and my sister was looking out the window. Everybody knew what was going on, so.
It was the night before Thanksgiving.
So
And
we'd been dating a month.
I had proposed it to her, and after I proposed it to her, we went to my parents' house. And we stayed the night there and then had Thanksgiving food and everything and showed off that $1 billion ring I gave her.
And then we went to Dave and Buster's that night with my family for Thanksgiving.
It's a pretty wild night. It was
Okay.
a pretty wild, like,
Anyway.
48-hour period.
And it's easier to tell a story.
Yeah, it's far easier than...
Okay, so the first question we got was...
We have dogs. Yes, we have 2 dogs.
Shh! Shut up.
Hi, I'm Marie.
So, the first question, well, so the first, but first one we're going to answer.
I think we should start over, because...
Why? You can just cut it.
I can't cut it, but I don't remember where we cut it.
What?
Hi. Hi.